I don't know if this happened where you grew up, but where I grew up in Lagos, every adult, felt like a parent, and I'm serious about it because if my parents were not like around, they will leave me with the neighbor. There's always one person in the environment that I'll be handed over to. So nobody thought twice about it. And if I was doing something I wasn't supposed to do, or I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be, one of the other people in the streets will step in. We even had a name for them then. They are called Egmadugbo. So, if you're not in Nigeria, Egmadugbo basically means the other person in the environment who had no problem correcting you, even though they were not related to you. Although, to be honest, they felt more like unpaid security guard. Sometimes I would get home and somehow my parents will knew what I had done, even before I explained. And I still have absolutely no idea how they found out so quickly. I am convinced information traveled faster back then than internet is today. I was thinking about it recently, and something occurred to me that streets taught me one of the most important lessons about system. Long before I knew about what system was, nothing depends on just one person. If my parents were not there, someone else will step in. If one adult is not around, another adult noticed. Everybody looked out for everybody else. We did not call it resilience. We did not call it redundancy. We definitely did not call it system design. It was just how the neighborhood worked. Years later, I became an engineer and I kept hearing the same phrase, single point of failure. It sounds complicated, but it really just means this. If everything depends on one thing, like one server or one database or just one person, then the moment that one thing fails, everything else stops. And that was when it clicked to me. Like I had a light bulb in my head. I've seen something similar when I was younger, not in software, but on the streets. The stronger systems are usually the ones where nothing depends on just one person. Like families, like teams, like friendship, like communities. That all seems to work better when responsibility is shared. So, looking back, I do not think my neighborhood was trying to teach me system design, but somehow, I think it understood something that we're still trying to build.